Good evening, everyone. Happy Thursday, or Friday Eve, as I like to call it. Hope you're all having a great week. Hope you're getting ready for an even greater weekend or a vacation like me. So, one more stream here, and we'll be gone for a couple of weekends. Be back 2 Thursdays from now. So tonight is our last stream for a little while. Even monsters need a break. And I've needed this one for a while now, so I hope you're all having a great hobby week. Anywho, that's about all I got for our preamble ramble here. Gentry's Minis, how you doing tonight? We're gonna be working on some Phalanx. How you doing? We're gonna be working on some Moonstone tonight. We already finished the rabbit, which I'll show you. I got it varnished up, and I really like how it turned out. It actually looks better outside the light than it does in the light, which I found to be quite interesting. I've never had a model that's looked better outside of bright light, which it's kind of an oddball kind of thing. And all models seem to look better after you varnish them too. Varnishing is a step that I think you should do. I forget that step a lot, especially if it's not a game piece. So we'll talk about that. Otis, Mini Bob, yes. Mini Bob is back here. How you doing, Blades? How's your trap? Did you leave yet? No, tomorrow. No, you're not leaving. You're probably leaving tomorrow, I would think, right? Michael's Paints Minis, how you doing? I remember to varnish, but then the lazy takes over. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and I really have to remind myself to varnish because it does change the model. It fills in. It kind of, I don't know. I use the word normalizes. It just kind of fills those gaps, and it just kind of normalizes the mini. And when I took it back to varnish it, and I picked it up here just a little bit ago after it's been drying for a couple days, and I was like, it just, maybe it's because you've just been away from it for a while. Maybe it's because you varnished it. Who knows? I like to think it's because I varnished it. Quantum, how you doing tonight? Michael's Paints Minis is doing all right. Doing all right. All right. Right, Otis. Otis is doing all right, too. He's going to get to spend the week with Olive. Yeah, he puts his head down in shame. No, I don't want to do it. I would. I think he knows. He's been kind of sulky today. Haven't you? Haven't you been? You're not so sulking that you won't take a treat, though. Better varnished than vanished. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's enough for our pre-stream ramble. Started a little bit early tonight. Figured, last stream, I was trying to start even earlier, but ran into a technical glitch that I had to fix and got that all sorted out. A lot of my bots decided to need Twitch reauthentication, so I was ready. I wanted to be ready to go about a half hour ago, but I had to reauthenticate all my bots. So I think they're all working. Like Frosty. Alrighty, anyway. So we're going to paint some Moonstone tonight. We're going to be working on the Beast. Definitely Beauty and the Beast inspired character. Probably borderlining on copyright infringement, but hey, what are you going to do? So anyway, grab a brush, a miniature, and some paints, and welcome to the Monster Den. All right, so this is the model we're going to be working on. This is the Beast from Moonstone. This is the last in a series, in a box, actually. The other two were Anna and that ghostly like Marley like character. Those are the other two in the same box. So we're gonna be working on the Beast, and we're gonna paint him up Beast style. Why ruin a good thing? We're gonna use the Beauty and the Beast colors. My first cousin animated Chip and Mrs. Potts when he worked for Disney. Really? Wow, that's cool. Did you get like a cell or anything? That's really neat. That's neat to know somebody who worked on that. Yep, I have some drawings he did. Nice. Nice. Whew. I'm warm. Leaving around 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Whew. That's when I'm leaving on Saturday morning, so it's all cool. Now we're finding out that some of the roads in our area, the freeways, might be closed. So there's a lot of between here and Milwaukee, there's a ton of construction going on, and they've been working on it for like 2 years now. I think this is the third of 4 years, and there's tons of freeway closures overnight in our area. So treat for Otis, Painterly Giz here. There you go, Otis. Take about 12 hours. That's one hell of a drive. That's one hell of a drive, Blades. Anyway, yeah, so let me show you the rabbit. So this is how the rabbit turned out. And there are some subtle things that you're probably not able to pick up on camera. There are some purples in here that you probably can't see real well. I wish I would have done a little bit more of that, but you know, it is what it is. I think it turned out really good. I think the OSL is about right. I'm not sure how brightly moonstones glow. I would picture them glowing fairly brightly, you know, enough that you could see one, but not so brightly it lights up a whole area or something. But I would think that this would, in my mind, that's about the glow of a moonstone. Belly, how are you doing tonight? But I like how it turned out. I'm happy with it. Night is gonna be the Beast. Here he is. Jet, how you doing? You get your painting handle? I imagine if Amazon is as reliable there as it is in here, you've already got it. The joke around here is it's shipping via the postal service is you get it when you get it. Shipping via UPS is it might arrive when it says, it might not. FedEx, it's here, but it's at the wrong house. And Amazon is it's already in your house, check the bathroom. That's it's already in your house, check the bathroom. Tomorrow night, and we shall fight. I want the cage match. I want this first to be a prince. Okay, we have to ask that question. Was he better off as a beast? I don't know. Kind of a twisted conversation, I guess. It was delivered 7 hours later. I was still in bed. I just realized I missed a mold line. I gotta have a better way of spotting mold lines before I prime a model. I think we've talked about this before, but spotting mold lines before a model is primed is very difficult, especially with my old eyes. But I could have spent more time on it, but that's okay. Just do a very light primer. Okay. But I'm late. Going back to Gentry's Minis comment, I'm lazy. Your frenemy primer will point them out. I know. Just pre-prime it. Yeah. E. Carlson is here. Says to hydrate. Okay, we shall hydrate. I'm drinking some iced tea tonight. Or you full with mold lines. You just deal with it. I guess it depends on what I'm painting. If I'm painting a nice, well, I'd call a Moonstone piece a nice piece, but I took care of a couple of them after the fact. We're okay. It's okay. We'll deal with it. All right, does the beast? No, the beast does not have gloves, but he does have cuffs. Huh. Interesting that the cuff is below. In all the pictures, the ruffle is below the cuff. And here it's above the cuff, which is interesting. Is it sweet? I'll call it a semi-sweet tea. It's a semi-sweet. I've been having my wife, every time she makes it, cut down a little more on the sugar each time, because I'm trying to cut back on sugar. I really am. What non-fictional character do you have a beef with? Non-fictional character? What non-fictional character do I have a beef with? The redhead from Leo and Stitch? That's not... Wait a second. That's non-fictional? Wait, that's a fictional character, not a non-fictional character. Let's see. Meatball from Aqua Teen Hunger Force? Fake one. Oh, fake one. Okay, so a fictional character that I have a beef with. Now I have to rethink. Me know English well. Fictional character. Fictional character that I have a beef with. I gotta think about that for a minute. Fictional character I have a beef with. Princess Peach. What a bitch. She leads Mario on. Man, that flirt. Princess Peach. Gosh, that's tough. I'm trying to think of movies and stuff. Some of my favorite movies where I hate the character. I have to think about that for a minute. Colin Keller, I made her a birthday card and she hasn't looked at it. Oh, God. Wow, Belly. That's dark. That's dark. Fictional character that I have a beef with. Oh, Rey from Star Wars. Rey from Star Wars. She was way too much of a Mary Sue. Way too much. I totally have a beef with her. Yeah, that bitch. Princess Peach. The grandparents from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The grandparents from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Amadeus, rock me, Amadeus, Amadeus. Yes, Amadeus, rock me, Amadeus. All right, so we got to start with some inside-out painting. Grandpa Joe, what a faker. Yeah, he gets up. I'm okay, I can really stand. I could stand to go to the chocolate factory, but I can't stand for any other reason. You guys are awesome. All right, a little dark brown, dark orange brown. Fakery Fakerton. Oh man, let's see. I'm trying to think of more. Trying to think of more that I can come up with. Wolfman, always shedding all over my house. The evil girl in Goonies. Wait, which one was the evil girl? We're gonna get you a nice hydrate today. I got a lot of points to spend. I'm glad this isn't beer, my goodness. Oh, the Italian mother. The Italian mother. Hans Molman. Oh man, Amazon done good again. Ordered new sandpaper and glass polishers. They sent me 4 packs of the sandpaper and 2 packs of the polishers, but only charged me 1 of each. Good times. The angry blonde. Oh, I'm trying to think of other ones though. You know, when you're watching a movie and you say, I hate that character, you always remember it, but then it's a lot more difficult to remember later. I'm sure I can go through lots and lots of movies and figure it out, but trying to think of movies I've watched recently. Denethor from Return of the King. Oh yeah, there's a good one. Any character Gilbert Gottfried played. No one said Jar Jar. Oh yes, Jar Jar. Oh, that goes without saying on that one. That goes without saying. Jar Jar is so bad. How bad is he? No. This is a good topic. I like this topic. I mean, any movie where you're waiting for the bad guy to get it at the end, you know, like Mr. Milo from The Last Boy Scout, you know. Some bad guys are likable. There's another topic. Bad guys you feel sorry for. Bad guy bad guys you feel sorry for. Using dark blue from Pro Krill. Low key Joker. Like Hans Gruber, yeah. Hans Gruber. He was just misunderstood. Ooh, tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Oh. Well, Snape. Now, okay. Now, here's a topic, right? How about bad guys that you hated that then you liked? Now, Snape would fall into that category. See, Snape, everybody thought was a bad guy, right? Oh, sorry, spoilers. If you haven't seen Harry Potter or read it yet, forget it. I don't care. But, Snape is one of those characters that you think he's a bad guy, and then he turns out to be a good guy, right? How many of those are there? That's another good Simba. He turned out to be good at the Let's say thanks for the recommendations from yourself and Quantum. The butyl rubber tape and latex rubber, using both, they are helping a lot. Great, Jet. I'm glad that's working. Voltar from the Battle of Planets puts tons of resources into his strange transforming monster machines, only to be foiled time and time again. Hey, Warp Drive dude, how you doing? Thank you for the biddies. Added 2 bits. Power up redemptions? I have no idea what this stuff is. I hope you guys know, because I don't. The old man from Home Alone. Bad guy turned into good guy. Ah, yeah, the old guy from Home Alone. Good one, good one. So tonight's topics so far are fictional characters you hate or have a grudge against. We've also talked about bad guys that you feel were just misunderstood, and then bad guys that became good guys. Hydrate. Oh no. dropped my tablet. All my stickers fell. This is it. Let me go. Give me. I know plenty of good that turned bad. Need more of the reverse. Good that turned bad. Okay, okay. Throw them out. Good that turned bad. Somebody you thought was good in a movie, but then turned out to be a real asshole. The Dread Private Roberts. Give me an villain without a redemption arc every time. Margaret Hamilton's Wicked Witch of the West. She had no redemption arc. Yeah, there's no redemption in her. Just house falls on her, legs curl up, gone, you know, or no, that was the other one. The one was she just kind of went, I'm melting, right? The Nazi dude from Inglourious Bastards. Warp Drive dude. Gifted a tier 1 sub to Ginger Beef. All right, we are going to spin the wheel. Thank you for that. And no redemption. Or, you know, the ultimate bad guy that turned good guy, Ebenezer Scrooge, right? That's the ultimate bad guy that turned good guy. Aladdin was a thief that turned out to be good. Was he really bad, though? He was just trying to survive. Scrooge, you betcha. Scrooge was one of my family movies that we watched every Christmas to the point where we had the thing memorized. We'd play all the different parts. Tobey Maguire, what is Spider-Man? Wait, no, Tobey Maguire. What am I thinking? Uh-oh, we got a section in here that I didn't clean good enough. See what I mean? See how it does that? And I clean these really well, and I must have not cleaned this one good because it is totally peeling away there. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that because there's no way paint is gonna stick to that any day of the week. I have to get some alcohol or something and try to clean that up. Randolph? Rufio from Hook? Oh yeah, there you go. I hate Superman. I hate him so much. Rainbow Randolph? I don't know what that one is. Never heard of that one. Rainbow Randolphi. Gaston revealing his every villainous moment. I'm the best, and I don't deserve the best. Yeah, he didn't have a. Gaston didn't have a. Didn't have a redemption arc, did he? Death to Smoochie. Never seen it. Never seen it. Boromir. Oh, he had a good redemption arc, right? He had a good redemption arc. Pet the dog. Right, Otis. Otis is like, I don't care. Give me food. I'm gonna say, I've got treats out here somewhere. Lex Luthor. Throw Mama from the train. I don't even. I've seen it, but I don't remember it. Throw Mama from the train is one of those that I don't remember very well. Same as the Italian mom from Goonies. Yeah, that's the same lady. Yeah. Same actress. Going with a little more of a golden brown for the beasts. I was gonna make espresso. Favorite part from the movie. Gene Hackman didn't even get credited for that part. Just wanted to do it so badly. Wanted to do the part so badly. I think he did it pro bono too. I think he totally did it. Did it for free. I was gonna make Thank you, Doctor. Oh, somebody's finding some of the new sound effects I put in. I am the law. You can watch that version of Judge Dredd. I think it's on YouTube Premium. I'll tell you, people, I've gone down to only a couple of subscriptions now for movies, and I got rid of all of them. But the one I watch the most is YouTube Premium, and you don't have to deal with commercials. Ugh. You can watch endless hours of YouTube without commercials. And I really like that one. And you get a whole bunch of good movies too, free with that. I find those to be really good too. Watching YouTube without political ads, though, worth every penny. Every penny. Miss Marbles? Nope, not yet. We should do it pretty quick here, though. Rough night at work, yeah. Tell me about it. You're sick, too? Oh, no. You can watch YouTube ad-free with Unblock Origin. Well, I like the free movies too, so I think it's worth it. $10,000 marbles. All right, let me just finish painting his skin here with the base coat. There we go again. More that's not sticking. Darn it. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh yeah, that's a great movie. That was on Peacock, I think. I will be right back. I gotta get something to help fix it. Alright, got this, grab some Q-tips. Quality content. Panic. No. I'm getting some alcohol. Is what I need. Jet, thank you for those biddies. All right, just a little bit of, we're gonna try to kind of clean this after the fact, because I am not getting paint to stick back in this area, and I could not get paint to stick on this hand. So hopefully, if you could see one band perform Dead or Alive, who would it be? For me, it would be Genesis. I know they just finished touring, but totally one of my favorite bands ever. And I wish I would have seen them. Dio, Tom Petty. Tom Petty would be good. I'd love to see Genesis though. The Eagles. Tears for Fears. They came to Milwaukee a couple years ago, and I was on vacation. I was pissed. All right, we're gonna play some marbles. So let me launch the game here. It would have been Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi. Dead or Alive. All right, so a little alcohol does solve the problem after the fact, but it just shows how careful you have to be cleaning these things. I'm gonna try the dip method next time. I've always tried the scrub brush method, or just the brush method, or brushing it on. I think somebody recommended to dip it, and I think I'm gonna try that next time. How about what was the judge's name in Who Framed Roger Rabbit? What was the judge's name in Who Framed Roger Rabbit? There's a character that I got a grudge with. How could he do that to those tunes? Judge Doom, yeah. Oh, that's one of the ones your cousin drew too? Man, that's cool. That's an awesome movie. I think Who Framed Roger Rabbit is... I was there at the Milwaukee premiere of the movie, because I was a projectionist that ran it. All right, that's pretty good. You should introduce us to all whomever drew Jessica. Yeah. Blades has storyboards from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Blades. Oh man, that's so cool. All right, let's go and play some marbles, shall we? Let's do it. So I am still struggling to get some paint to stick in an area on this model that it's just super hard to get to. So let's try it with a brush. Woohoo! You got the podium win. So that is definitely my only beef with Moonstone minis, is that you really, really have to clean the heck out of them to get the paint so the paint sticks. And I spent quite a bit of time. Where to go to? Fashion sits. Putting on the ring. Yeah, Quantum still makes the podium after Avrilina stole the win. I'm out. All right, Painterly, get. Bring us back exotic spices from the Orient. Exotic spices. Exotic spices from Tennessee. So I'm going to I want the coat to be quite a bit lighter blue than the pants. So I'm starting with blue with a little bit of the dark blue mixed in as the base. I hope I don't run into any more areas where the paint doesn't want to stick. I don't like that. I don't like it. Happens and I'm head over heels. Oh my goodness. My revenge. I want those 7 herbs and spices from Kentucky. That's right. I know one of the secret spices. It's called Telecherry pepper. And it's a hotter black pepper than normal black pepper. So that's one of the famous Colonel's secret spices. I know that. Edward Sugar Maple is here. Mini's looking good. No, this is a Moonstone mini. This is a mini from the game Moonstone. Thank you so much. Twitch cheered. What does that mean? We added 50 bits and 25 bonus bits to Edward Sugar Maple's cheer. Well, that's... wow. Wow. Twitch giving away bonus bits? Well, thank you, Edward Sugar Maple. I'm not sure what triggered that with the Twitch thing. I think I did read something about that. Something about I think it's 300. I'm not positive though. Maybe not. Don't quote me on that. So I finished the jackalope. It's the Ed tax. Ed is so powerful. Twitch that Twitch pays you tax. Thank you, El Kraken. How you doing tonight? I think I said hi to you yet tonight. You can still get gizzards at your local KFC. I didn't know that. Most of our KFCs are all closed now. All right. We have a follow that I missed earlier from Don Remy. I think we did. Don Remy, I apologize if I missed your follow. How are you doing tonight? Oh, my goodness. So we're having some topics tonight. We're talking about... It started out with, what fictional characters do you loathe? What fictional characters do you personally loathe? And then it kind of transformed into what bad guys do you love to hate? Or, you know, let's see, what else? What other were some of the other topics we talked about? Man, I am still struggling to get the paint to stick in this little area in the inside here. It is just driving me crazy. Kim Kardashian. She's not a fictional character though. That would be a non-fiction character. But yeah, I agree. Mine was a fictional character that I hate, loathe, is Rey from Star Wars. I love Anva, the Tau Space Pope. I read the story when he was assassinated. I'm a huge Tau fan. I don't think she's real. Most of her is fake. Rey from Star Wars, that's low-hanging fruit. Well... Jar Jar Binks is definitely in that low-hanging fruit category too. You don't like Padme? I can't reckon. Excuse me. My goodness. Excuse me. I don't like Luke Skywalker. It's mainly just because of his face, though. If he could change his face, I might change my mind. Never made sense to me that she would like the 10-year-old kid as the queen of an entire planet. It was the Force that caused it. The midi-chlorians. The midi-chlorians caused her to like him. We can blame everything on the midi-chlorians, I think. Well, I'm still having a heck of a time getting the paint to stick in this area right here. It's not sticking at all. I don't know what to do. I can just wipe it right off with my brush. Maybe I better try a little bit of primer in there and see what happens again. Jar Jar is the best Star Wars character and villain. So you're on the boat of that Jar Jar is secretly a Sith. Is that what I'm hearing? I can't sand it. It's just up inside here, and it's just, you know, he's got some serious crotch problems, I'm telling you. All right, we're gonna let that dry. There's no there's no way to unsee it. Now I got primer on the rest of my model here. I said it when I started painting the jackalope. Make sure you clean these minis really, really well. And I thought I had done so, but obviously I did not. And I'm hoping an alcohol dip is really the answer, because there's a lot of nooks and crannies in these Moonstone minis that are just so hard to get to with a brush or anything. And then that makes them even more difficult to paint, because not only do you have to get your brush into a very fine area, when the paint doesn't stick, it makes it even tougher. So I guess a few minutes more of preparation would have done me good here. But I take that back. I don't think more preparation the way I did it would have worked. I think if a dip doesn't work, I don't know how I would have got everything clean. That's looking, color scheme's looking good so far. Most disliked characters is Beast's crotch. Donald Duck is an American hero. You take that back. Donald Duck was a dude. What? Dude? Characters you love to hate, though, too. That's another good topic. Mine was Mr. Milo from The Last Boy Scout with Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis. You know, that's the character you love to get it at the end, right? You know, and it's never the very bad guy. It's never the bad guy. It's always the bad guy's henchman that you want to see get it more. You know, that one henchman that the good guy lost to. Earlier in the movie. The bad guy in Speed. You root for the underdogs and the villains? Eric from Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. Shane from The Walking Dead. Donald Duck is a real douchebag, huh? Okay. Yeah. The characters we love to hate. I think it's great when a movie makes you hate a character. Kind of like the Snape situation, you know. I think it's great when a movie makes you hate a character and then comes back to actually be a good character. That to me is tough to do. It's hard to get, you know, you get invested in a character like that and you hate him so much and then they turn out to be a good guy at the end, you know? Have you ever gotten so invested in a movie that all of a sudden the emotion, I'll tell you, it's only happened to me once where I was so invested in a movie and in a character, and when the movie ended, or kind of ended, I totally lost it. And that happened to me with the movie Captain Phillips. I was totally invested in the character, and at the end when he's rescued, all of that emotion just, and I was like, holy crap, I've never felt anything like that before. I didn't realize how invested I was in the movie and in the character until he was rescued. Sorry, spoiler. Yeah, Wilson the volleyball is the best worst character in any movie. I came out of Full Metal Jacket more than a little shell shocked. Yeah, yeah, that was an interesting that had some surprises in it, some pretty scary things. I saw another Jaws behind the scenes the other day. Did you know that the character played by Richard Dreyfuss, Hooper, was supposed to die? He was supposed to die at the end. I love Tom Hanks and everything. He's a crush. Uh-oh. Blades. Look out, Blades. Tom Hanks is Heavy T's crush. Little, little shocked this week that James Earl Jones passed. What a career, though. What a life. Yeah. What made Snape good, though, is he played both sides, that he held a grudge against James Potter beyond death, took out on his kid with... We only see James being a dick to him from his perspective. Harry had Lily's eyes, which he claims to have loved, but treated Harry poorly. Don't forget that he made the Septum Simper spell that almost killed Malfoy. Yeah, I mean, that's a character that it makes you wonder, did he decide? When did he decide that he was... It's almost like he could have gone either way at any time, right? That's almost how I interpret it. At what point did Snape make the ultimate call that he was going to be the good guy at the end or whatever? You know, kind of interesting. Lost characters purposely made me hate them. Keep watching, hoping to see how they die. Exactly. Those are the best characters, when you're just watching to see that one character that you absolutely hate get it. And then everybody cheers when they get it. And the more spectacularly they get it, the happier everybody is. Or how they tease you with their death sometimes. That's an actor's dream though. I want to toss Witches of Eastrick in the Wix, but I actually liked all the characters. I haven't seen that in a long time. Jack Nicholson was in that, right? Yeah, he played the... I think it was what? Susan Sarandon... Was that the one that No. Michelle Pfeiffer? Was she in that one? I don't remember. Michelle Pfeiffer, yeah. There was one other one. Might have been Susan Sarandon. I think the tricky part on this model is going to be to keep these brown colors different. Because there's a darker brown and an oranger brown. One problem when you're painting with brown is that it's hard to differentiate between the different colors of brown and kind of keep it that way, especially when they're all golden kind of browns. I got a dark golden brown, and then I've got a lighter golden brown. Huh. But it was kung fu fighting. Was everybody really kung fu fighting? Yep, Susan Sarandon. I was right. Oh yeah. Susan Sarandon. She was. I always get her confused with Rene Russo sometimes. Rene Russo was in Major League. Susan Sarandon was in Rocky Horror Picture Show. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, a little bit of Ivory. I love to hate every other every Nicolas Cage character. Yeah, he does tend to destroy some, doesn't he? The Echoes, how are you tonight? Nicolas Cage does tend to destroy characters like Ghost Rider. All right, starting out with a little bit of dark ivory on his ruffles. He's got the ruffles under his... I'm letting a little bit of the zenithal kind of do the work here. And what I mean by that is not going into all the recesses with the ivory and then having to go back and shade those areas. Ran into another little area here that's hard to get the paint to stick, right in this little crevice between his arm and body. In the butt. Does his ruffles have ridges? Fire Rocher, how you do? Fire Rocher. Good in some of that far out there stuff like Mandy. Color Out of Space. Wow, I don't even remember those. Jeffrey Rush won an Academy Award for his role as the brilliant pianist in the film Shine. That's a trivia of the day. No idea what that movie is. Okay. So with the blue, the blue of the jacket becomes the highlight of the pants. And then when we get to the jacket, then we'll have to go up higher on the jacket. All right, we're gonna let that dry for a minute. Come back at it later. All right, and then we're gonna move up to orange brown. That was, I started out with dark orange brown. Now we're gonna move to orange brown. Okay. Now we go up to orange brown. Grab the highlights on top of these lighter areas. Let's see. I'm so excited. All right, so just doing that. It's turning out okay. It's a pretty simple paint. I'm not gonna go crazy with it. Where is my golden brown? So golden brown is going to be the highlight for his fur. So I'll just keep working it up here. Trying to do a little more texture on the fur, not paint it in perfectly. Real light touch on the brush. Try to make it like fur. You know, get those lines. So just paint using just tiny little lines, a light touch. Ooh, jet. Got to do this highlight here. Oh, Jet wants to play marbles. Good. All right, give me a second here. We'll play some marbles. Finish this highlight step here. Give me size. Notice how I worked down, and then when I got down here, I pushed up. Have you had many opportunities to play Moonstone? No, I haven't had nearly as many opportunities as I would like. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of opportunities to play many games. It's unfortunate. It's hard to it's hard to put that time aside. Well, my son works third shift, so he's always sleeping. And it's just, I don't know. We were playing more games when he was back on, when he was back on second shift, we were playing more. But now he's back on third shift again and pretty much sleeps the whole time. Okay. Alrighty, you want to play marbles again? We're gonna play marbles again. Do it. Let's see. Here we go. All right, let's go play marbles. Treat for Otis, huh? Treat for Otis. There, he found it. Don't have to make him hear his name twice. So during the marbles there, I did hit this up with a little bit of brown wash into the hair. Raspberry beret. I don't like it. I don't like how the two-tone brown is going here. I kind of thought it would be a problem. Wow. Wow, Black Skull. I thought you were home all day today. How you doing, my friend? Tonight is blown dog. You can't get much more descriptive than that. You can't get much more descriptive than that, Black Skull. What's going on, man? All right. Work from home was yesterday, so besides illicit pumpkin spice bombing of my road coffee, I had to go on my first after-hours emergency call to the senior care home I inspected yesterday. The alarms kept going off, so I got permission to go and see what I could do. What could you do? Did you find anything? All right, Blades. Yes, you too, Blades. Have a safe trip. You're leaving before me, so safe travels, Blades. We won't be there to bail you out from Border Patrol this time. The joy of being important at work. The dog has been blown with relish and a nice Chianti. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. That's what makes you wonder. It's like, do you, I've always, had a feeling, you should, part of me says you should just leave those things alone. Just leave those things alone. Messing with them causes errors. The long and short of the situation is their system is old. The devices are old, and in one wing they have lots of wildfire smoke coming in, and it's setting off their fire alarms. And I found their instructions for silencing the alarms were reversed, so I had to rewrite them and give an impromptu tutorial to the Nightman. But you did it! Damn right you did. How far did you have to drive for that? Oh, 2 miles? Okay. Well, I guess it could have been worse. It could have been a lot further away. You're the only inspector in range. And their instructions were wrong how to disable it. So that's really what's causing it, is the wildfire smoke? That's pretty, get to charge them 2 hours of billable time because it was outside of my inspection. I just want to know how you knew, you know, how could you verify it was wildfire smoke? Well, it must have been a bad day for days at work, because we got tons and tons of calls for issues in France today, and it's like, we don't support anything in France. But this system in France is down, and that system in France is down. I said, yeah, we don't support any of it. I don't have rights to any of it. Yeah, I suppose that could have been causing some of our problems in France, but we did not see any Office 365 issues at work today, which I was kind of surprised. But yes, I did hear that there were some problems with Office 365 today. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, it's just me. We go to a national notification at my job. National notification about 365. Yeah, I don't know how we weren't impacted. The only thing I can think of the reason that we weren't impacted was because our main ISP, or our main tenant, is in France. It's the only thing I can think of, but we were not impacted today at all. I was working from home all day. We had no issues with Teams. I had meetings most of the day. I had meetings at other companies. No problems. No problem. No problem. Another reason you went to the fruit box? Corp lets you use local accounts. Glazing some a little bit of darker brown here on this skin or fur or whatever you want to call it. The oddest thing about the emergency was I only became aware of it because I happened to walk by a work phone at 6 p.m. Yeah, isn't that the way it always works? I swear it's some kind of spider sense. I had it happen to me last week too, where I just happened to walk by my phone. And I saw it. And I was like, oh man. But had I not seen it, I would have been in deep shit the next day. Black Skull, thank you, my friend. You know, if I hadn't have seen it, I would have been in trouble. And I did see it, and I still got in trouble. Oh, look at that. Twitch added another 100 bits to Black Skull's. So thank you, Twitch. Thank you, Black Skull. They must have some kind of special bonus thing going on. All right, now we have to lighten up the jacket a little bit more. Because the jacket was supposed to be lighter than the pants. Trying to go in the right direction of the highlight. Sometimes that's can be more difficult. Sorry, I keep flipping the model around. It's tough to get the right angles to make sure I get the highlight where how I want it. And bonus bits for September. All right, nice. The cheers for letting you rant. Oh man, that's what we're here for, my friend. That is what we are here for. We're here to let off steam and relax. I'm gonna hit the pants with a little bit of a darker blue glaze again. I want the pants to look darker than the top idea. Right, how dare you? I expect some professionalism when I come into the stream. Bonus for the bonus, you didn't get fired. A little bit of a glaze here. Down the coat, smooth things out just a little bit. I don't like how his face really turned out, but that's okay. Let that dry. Now the punchline. I got an iced latte from the coffee place to make up for their PS bombing this morning, and I bought a piece of their lovely lemon loaf. Just got to both now because I got denied with the emergency. How did the gas station poutine treat you later on? Man, I can't even see these eyes. I can't see them at all. They're so freaking tiny. The gas station poutine treated you like a like a French whore. My goodness, that's there's no whining in mini painting. There's no whining in baseball. No crying in baseball. All right, a little bit of a brighter ivory now to continue rough with these ruffles. The ruffles and the kerchief. Pretty good. The curds were good. Well, that's good. At least you got good curds out of it, right? All right. I gotta put on the X-ray glasses here to be able to see these lousy eyes. They're so tiny. I guess they weren't terrible. I am gonna grab a second. I can't see chat at the moment because I can't focus on it. All right, one more little thing. Oh shit. Keep hitting the camera. All right, not the worst in the world, but not the best. Take these off now. Regular glasses back on so that I can see. Reminds me of when I was painting a D&D mini for my fiance and had to strain to see the eyes, but whatever I picked up the brush, it held the mini. I couldn't lock back into the eyes until I put the brush down. Yeah, that happens to me too. Wonder glasses in use. Please move behind the yellow barriers. Want to paint this infinity model, but my colors won't do. Churgnabog. Bog Tag? It's inspired by StarCraft Goliath. Feels like the other sort of metallics aren't thin enough to get the layering you want. I think we're going to finish this model tonight. At least good enough. Now in the pictures, his coat lapel is actually a little brighter than his vest. So we're going to take advantage and use a little yellow ochre. Push that up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I think we're getting there. Don't know if you saw yet or not, my Marley Ghost Mini for Moonstone got a mention on the Goblin King Games Instagram stories. Yes, I did see your Marley. I didn't know that was a Moonstone model though. I was looking at it thinking it was a Reaper model. But I did see it. It looks awesome, man. I love that character too. I thought I put a like on it. I saw it and I think I might have gotten sidetracked at work. All right, Jet. Hey, get some rest, my friend. You take care of yourself. We'll see you when I get back. 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, I'll be back. I know it sucks to be gone for 2 weekends, but when you're taking a longer vacation, you kind of got to take that time, you know what I mean? We tend to be, I tend to be a homing pigeon though. Once I'm pointed towards home, I tend to want to keep going home. I know those last few days we're kind of playing by ear. We may just run out of things to do and places to go. Who knows? Stream on holiday. Right. I don't know if you saw it yet. Let's see. It's a form of the Shady Bunch set. Okay, so it's one of the new shades. I haven't looked at them terribly carefully yet. I probably should. So much going on that I started painting my Judge Dredd terrain, and all it did to remind me of how much I hate painting terrain. When will I be back home? We should be back home on Monday at the latest. We'll be pulling in Monday the 23rd. I have off that day. We might be back the 22nd sometime during the day. I don't really know. But after a day of driving, I doubt I'm going to be streaming. Unless for some reason we get back on Saturday and everything is normal. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Those last days, we really don't have any plans. We don't have any plans those last days. It really comes down to, okay, where are we? What are we doing? Where are we going? That's your birthday! Getting dog number 2 out of the bullpen. I'll try to get the paints I think I'll want if I make it to WFW this year. I've not decided how much I can sub in on Monster streams, but I will try to co-stream at least a few of those days. Try to stream a few of those days. That's awesome. Warfare weekend as well as you can. Or else Simon Phoenix, get down on the ground with your hands behind your back or else. Substitute, be more harsh with your words, and use the words or else. The computer's telling the guy what to do. Remember that? Demolition Man. That's right. Black Skull needs to start streaming. All right, that's not terrible. It doesn't blow dog. It doesn't blow dog. Oh man. And this is how the rabbit turned out. I threw a matte varnish on it, and it really kind of softened things just a little bit, which is really nice. I think it turned out pretty nice. But does it blow goats? What? Behind the rabbit? It is the rabbit! It's got big pointy teeth! Look at the bones! It is the rabbit. It's better than gas station sushi. Now I just need a little metallic. I'm gonna do a little bit of, let's do some brass. Or should we do gold? No, I think some yellow brass would be nice. Yellow brass. Use this brass castings from Secret Weapon. So I think I mentioned in I mentioned in Discord that I did join the P3 paint. I just got the starter set. I wanted to see what it was like. I wanted to compare it to other paints. Certainly not endorsing them in any way. I just wanted to see them. I wanted to check them out. They had a really nice... I wish other companies would look at that starter set they offered and offer a very similar starter set, because their starter set was basically you know, red, yellow, blue, which is your primary colors. Yeah, that's what I heard. They were very satin, which can be useful. And then they included two flesh tones, an olive flesh tone and a regular flesh tone, and then a brown color, and then two metallics. I thought it was a very well thought out starter set. And I wasn't going to do it, and I'm like, well, if you guys ask about them, I'll be able to speak about them. I don't think they're going to make it into my rotation. But I was curious about them enough to say, well, I'm gonna take a peek at them. And a satin finish does have its purposes. I don't think I'd ever do a satin finish with a flesh tone or anything, but we'll see. We shall see. And I think I just decided to stay with the dropper bottles. You have to pay extra for the flip top, and I really just don't think it's... I'd rather have the dropper bottles. I think they'll seal better. And they're giving away a bunch of STLs with the Kickstarter too, so I think that kind of sold it for me a little bit, simply because it's nice to have the STLs. Blending in this bottom edge with a little bit of glazing. Little shadow. Oh, this shadow. Might add just a little more shadow down in here. In there, around the cuff, around this cuff. Makes it stand out when you add a little shadow in there. And then I also did almost a black shadow here and here. Makes them pop just a little bit more. The flip top is $1. I couldn't figure that out. It's like, is the flip top $1 for 10 paints or $1 for 200 paints? I couldn't figure it out. I almost made it sound like it was it just didn't make sense to me. Why charge for it at all? Or is it more or less the, I don't know, the effort? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like your cuffs. I don't like your cuffs. I don't like your cuffs. A man's cuffs should be even with his waist. Yours hang all the way down to your balls. Oh, classic Black Skull. I didn't remember that one. I remember it from History of the World, but I would never have I would have never brought that one out. I would have never remembered it that easily. Oh man. Wow. That's a good one, Black Skull. I like that. That's a movie that I like a lot, and man, that's a great quote too. All right, we got good timing going on here. Did I really finish this model in one session? I think I did. Fairly easy to paint, this one, really. Not that difficult of a paint. I glazed in a little of the darker blue just to get that shadow in a little bit underneath his coat here. And you can keep glazing until it looks just like you want it to. That's why I keep going back over the same areas. I'm putting extra layers of glaze to darken it even more. I don't like, the last thing I really don't like is I still don't like these pants here. A little better. That's better. Should build out a scene for it with him looking at the rose and a red OSL light coming out, because why not? That's not a bad idea. I like that. Brent had a massive rant about the coal black actually being dark teal. That's interesting. Dark teal. It is ivory black though. It's not coal black. I think it's called ivory black, which ivory black is not, does have a little bit of a different, at least in oil paints, I know ivory black is different than black. So that could have a thin glaze of purple. We can do that. Like dark purple. Let's try. Add some water to some purple. Some royal purple from Pro Acryl. Wick the excess off. Secret, secret. I got a secret. Gotta get the hair dryer out. Only got a couple minutes left here. Wow, the royal purple from Pro Acryl is not as a strong of a pigment as I expected it to be, because their purple transparent is very strong pigment. There, that did it. You're right, Black Skull. Look at that. Oh man, you are awesome. You always have the right solution, my friend. You're exactly right. That brought those pants down right into the shade where I wanted them. Look at that. Beautiful. Probably can't even tell on stream. Purple isn't a good color for cameras, but it did. It brought the pants brought it down quite nicely. So there's the coat, pants. Yeah, I knew I needed something too, but I just wasn't. You saw me. I kept going over it and trying to figure it out. But you're right. The purple did it, and it really reads as blue still, which is what I want it to do. But it's just the purple just brings it down nicely. Yeah, beautiful. Changes the tint. That brought those pants right down. You know, we paint pantsless here in the Monster Den. You should know that by now. Now it wants me to put some of that purple into the rest of the shadows too. Beautiful. Nice. There we go, folks. Pantless painting is the only reason I come back. Yeah, that royal purple worked beautifully. I kept using the dark blue, and it just kept being blue, and it just didn't work quite right. And the purple brought that blue down. It just changed the tone of it just a little, so that there's a much bigger difference between the blue coat and the pants now. Excellent. Thank you, Black Skull. Appreciate that feedback. There we go. The beast. The beast is done. I don't even have to leave a half-finished model on my desk. And then we did the jackalope. We got the jackalope done on the last stream too. We got the jackalope, we got the beast. Excellent. Except for the base. Don't have the tester's model paint. Woo! Strong stuff. Alrighty, folks. We are there, and thank you all so much. Oh, we never looked at that picture. All right. Don't give in to the sorrow. Don't give in to the sorrow. All right, where are we gonna go raid? Oh, Circus is playing World of Warcraft. We got so many game players now. Patchwork Goblin is probably drawing. I don't know, I can't tell. Oh, looks like Patchwork is going offline, I think. Does Patchwork have a goblin? A goblin, a Jawa strip? It looks like a Jawa stripper in the lineup there. I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, let's see. Who are we gonna go? Mini Ruckus, Ghoul Studios, Darling Creepshow? I don't know this person. Darling Creepshow. Let's see. Oh. All right, let's go meet a new friend tonight. We're gonna go meet a new friend tonight. Darling Creepshow. All right, everybody, don't forget, next I will be back 2 weeks from tonight. back for streaming, and I might post a few pictures on Discord. I might post a few pictures out in Monster Adventure channel. Oh, we still got an ad going on. Post pics with Plant Night Flyer. How you doing? We got an ad. We're gonna wait for the ad break to come back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are back from the ad break. Ad break ended. All right, welcome back, everybody. Before we head out, just wanted to remind everybody I'm going to be out until the 2 Thursdays from now. So I will be back on the 26th. I will be back on the 26th, which is 2 Thursdays from now. In the meantime, I'll be on vacation. Thank you so much, Evelina. Appreciate that. Special thanks to all of my new subs, bits, Black Skull, Twitch with the extra bits tonight. Edward Sugar Maple, Do Rami, thank you so much for that follow. Jet with the bits, Warp Drive Dude with the gift sub, Painterly Git. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. Everybody in chat. Avrelina, Fine Line, Black Skull, Belly, Night Flyer, Quandom, D20 Geek, Phalanx. See you on Saturday. See you on Saturday, Phalanx. We are looking forward to it. We're packing up the RV tomorrow. Edward Sugar Maple, thank you so much. Gentry's Minis. D20 Geek, if I didn't say that already. It's the Pope, Night Flyer. Let's see. Blades, Painterly Git, Belly, Sharp, Warp Drive Dude, Furious Forcon, Jet. You guys are all so wonderful. Thank you so much for your community spirit. I appreciate it, and we'll miss you guys, but it's time to take a break from work and do something different. I know Otis is looking forward to going to Olive. Did you see that look he just gave me? Oh my goodness, I wish I had a recording of that. Anyway, we're running out of raid time here, so we shall see you all when I get back. So until next time, get some painting done and stay safe, stay healthy, get your licks in.